hope that you are having a great day wherever you are. And before we dive into today's note, I really want to celebrate you. So I want you to just take a moment to celebrate you for stopping and listening to this episode, for taking some time for yourself to work on your mindset, work on your mental skills, even just the act of pausing what you're doing for 5 minutes. You know, that is absolutely incredible, and I really want you to acknowledge that. So I'm celebrating you. I want you to celebrate you too. So today we're building on what I was talking about yesterday. You know, yesterday I asked you to be an observer of your thoughts. So I really hope that you took some time yesterday to notice, you know, what you say to yourself, the stories that you hold on to, the beliefs that you hold, whether they're supportive, whether they're limiting, getting in your way, you know, just spending that time to be an observer. And like I was saying, this work never ends. And I'm always saying this to clients as well. You know, the more that we become aware of our thoughts, the more layers we uncover. And I find that so powerful. You know, I use this myself all the time. And I'm always messaging my coaches with, like this thought came into my mind, or okay, this thing happened and it really brought up a whole load of stuff for me. And this is what I was saying to myself. And, you know, these are beliefs that I thought I'd got rid of a long time ago. And like, man, they are back. And the amazing thing is once we can start to notice the thought, then we can start to do something with it. So that's what I want to dive into today is, you know, what do you do when you notice these thoughts? It's one thing to notice them, but we don't just want to be an observer all the time. We want to be an active participant in our life. We want to control our life. We want to be in the driver's seat. So therefore, we have to do something with these beliefs. You know, we're going to look at the limiting beliefs, the ones that are supporting you, where you're a cheerleader, where you talk to yourself like your best friend. We don't need to change any of that. You know, maybe you can dial it up more, but like nothing needs to change. What we're looking at today are the limiting beliefs. So the ones that get in your way, what you can do with those. So in no particular order, I'm just kind of going to go through like what's in my mind. I want you to challenge the belief. You know, think about, is this belief actually based on evidence, or is it just like a simple assumption? You know, well, you can't do this because you're going to fail. Well, actually, is there evidence for that? Or is it we're telling ourselves that because the brain likes comfort? So our brain will say, oh no, don't step out of your comfort zone because you might fail. I'd much rather keep you small because that's comfortable. We know this space. And therefore you have to kind of challenge that belief. You know, is this true? Or is this just an assumption that I've just made? Is it my brain protecting me, keeping me comfortable in some way? Another thing that you can do is to reframe what you're saying to yourself. So maybe it's negative self-talk, maybe it's a limiting belief. So let's go with the example of, you know, you can't do this because you're going to fail. Well, one, you know, telling ourselves we're going to fail, that's not supporting us in any way. It's not constructive. And I also don't want you to go to the opposite of, you know, like almost kind of false hope. You know, you can do everything. You know, you can fly to the moon. Like, I want us to bring in how we can reframe it to something that's, you know, going to be constructive, going to support us. So maybe you reframe it to, I can learn how to achieve X. I can get the support that I need to achieve X. I know that I have what it takes to be consistent. I know that I have what it takes to achieve everything I desire if I put the work in. So it's not a case of kind of, well, I just achieve everything I desire by just sitting here and doing nothing. Like, you know, we've got to also reframe it in a way that's going to support us. So reframing is really important. Seeking support and guidance, you know, noticing these limiting beliefs. You might find it really hard on your own to shift out of these. So this is when we look for other people that can support us, that can be that outsider, that can see these beliefs, ask the deep questions. You know, this is what we do as coaches, to then help you to empower yourself to turn these limiting beliefs around, to shift into your power. You can look at embracing failure as a learning opportunity. You know, often that can be such a big thing that we hold on to, is the fear of failure. And that can be something that gets in our way. So if we start to see failure as a learning opportunity, as an opportunity for growth, as something that's, you know, actually crucial for high performance, crucial for growth and personal development, then we can start to use this as fuel for overriding the limiting beliefs, the negative self-talk. We've got to consciously shift ourselves out of that, and no one else is going to do that for us. We've got to do it. Another one, which I'm going to finish on because I'm conscious of your time, is surrounding yourself with positivity. You know, be conscious about who do you spend the most time with? Like, what are you reading? What are you consuming maybe on social media? What beliefs and what beliefs do you hold about yourself? You have to create this positive environment that's going to help you to thrive. So these are some ways, you know, there are multiple ways that you can do this, but these are some ways to get you thinking about how you can overcome the limiting beliefs that you're starting to observe, the negative self-talk maybe, and how you can shift out of that into something that's more constructive, that's going to support you with your high performance. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of MBA Mental Boost, the secret weapon to supercharging your performance on the court. If you found today's episode useful, don't forget to subscribe and share. You can connect with me over on any social platform. You can find me at Dr Rosie Mead. Until next time, go out there and dominate using the power of your mind. This is Dr Rosie, signing off.